Hello my wolfpack and welcome to another Spyro pre-release video. So this is probably the most fantastic thing that we have got so far. I obviously covered it in slight detail yesterday, but I'm covering it in more detail today. I'm going to go through kind of piece by piece, a little bit, just really look in detail and kind of talk about things, maybe differences that I've noticed or similarities. I've watched this a couple of times now, so I do kind of know what's going on. Again, I do want to apologise for the quality of yesterday's video. I know that it wasn't the best, just because I didn't have my recording rig with me, but because this is so huge, this is honestly one of the biggest things for me, I had to cover that there and then. I'm also going to be covering a separate video on specifically talking about Hunter and ELORA, kind of their aesthetic, their voice, kind of what I really like about them. And yeah, that's probably going to be in two separate videos. A card will probably be up there for one of them now. I might put them in the description as well if I remember. But yes, we are going to get started with this. Now, this looks fantastic. The first thing I want to comment on is that Summer Forest looks absolutely amazing. Honestly, I did not expect it to look this good, but it really does. Obviously, this is like the main area where you'll speak to Moneybags. Kind of over the side here is where Idle Springs is. Colossus will be over here somewhere. Just behind this corner, I think. And the actual main building that you go into that has like Sunny Beach, Hurricane Aquaria Towers, that looks really cool. It looks really crisp. The amount of like depth that there is in this, I don't know if it's going to be as deep, because, you know, I don't know if this is in current games because I'm much more of an old game fanatic, but you generally, I found that when you had cutscenes, they would be a lot more defined, higher detail than in the actual gameplay. Just because making the video graphics is probably a little bit easier than having the 3D rendering of everything. But I don't know if this is gonna look the exact same. If it does, then absolutely amazing. If it's slightly less depth, then even then, I'm still amazed by it. I think that this looks fantastic. I will comment on the building. So there's a slight difference here. We've got red here. We've got red banners here, which would normally be kind of the blue ones in the original. There was a very blue kind of picturesque on them, which I noticed this red one was in the Winter Tundra, and I thought, oh, that's different. I didn't know if that was Ripto's one, but it looks like it's just a standard red one instead of the blue ones that we had, which I don't know how I feel. I think I prefer the blue one, honestly, just because the red is very plain. But I can totally. It's not a big thing. It's not a big thing at all. It's just a personal preference. I like that they got little writing kind of above here. Obviously, you can't make it out, but it looks absolutely fantastic. And yeah, let's get going. The music is also fantastic. And we have ELORA here for the first time. I'm not going to talk too much about her because I'm going to do this in a separate video. But she looks absolutely fantastic. My opinion is she looks great. I really love her outfit. I really love the portal to Glimmer behind as well, because this is the first time we've really seen the portals in a homeworld in Spyro 2. This is the first homeworld we've seen in Spyro 2, other than Winter Tundra, but we didn't see any of the portals. And it looks fantastic. It looks kind of like the Return Home portal, which I really appreciate. I think that it should look somewhat similar because it does feel like it connects them, if you know what I mean. The leafage here just looks amazing. The background, you've got another tower here that obviously you never get to, but that looks great. I am wondering if they have patched the glitch where you can swim in the air here. They might have actually raised the side a little bit, because it just off to this side, there's an area that you can swim through to go to an orb, but if you try and swim into the grass that's facing towards Glimmer, you can swim in the air. So I'm curious, is that going to be slightly different? Is it going to be not possible to remain there? If you don't know what it is, just search Swim in Air Summer Forest. I think that Spyro Summer Forest, and that should give you a good description. I think I actually did it in my playthrough, but I'm not 100% sure of that, so I won't bother linking that, but I think I did. So if you go and check out my playthroughs as well, because like there's two old ones, I'm going to be doing playthroughs just before the release, about 2 weeks before the release, just to build that final hype. And yes, okay, I'm going to get going, because this is going to take forever. And can I just comment on how hilarious Moneybags looks? So you can see how tiny his legs are here. It just looks hilarious. And I think that just the joke on Moneybags is a huge thing. I think it is definitely something that a lot of people are appreciating, because everyone hates Moneybags. I showed my nan the video and she was like, oh, I remember him. In that kind of voice that she was like, I know that he's a dick. So, yeah. And then you've got the Ripto kind of thing, which this is, I really kind of like this, because this is the concept art for Ripto that they've used for the banner. which I think is really quite cool. I think it is really quite cool that they've kind of chucked the actual concept art in there, and I think they've chucked the concept art into kind of the pictures in the other worlds, like in Colossus that we saw. I think they're using the concept arts kind of as an extra CC feature, which I don't think I've ever seen used in the game before, and I think that is really genius, honestly. I think it is really fantastic. It shows you more than just the game. It shows you that extra little bit. It shows how much detail they've kind of gone into and how proud they are of this project, because they want to show off so many different aspects of it. And I'm hoping there will be a concept art kind of area, maybe when you're 100%, not area, but you know, on like the title screen, maybe if you're 100%, or there might be a couple of extra collectibles. I cannot say that, or something. Just showing you kind of the concept arts, which I think would be really fantastic. Obviously, don't expect it, but I know in a lot of platforming games you generally do get the concept arts with it. I know particularly Thai, you do. But yeah, I really like that. I really love ELORA's voice. I was talking over it, so I'm gonna go over. I just think ELORA's voice is fantastic. It's not the same voice actor. I thought it was the same voice actor initially, but it's not the same voice actor. But I think that she's kind of got a very similar, and just the way she's, oh no, just it just sounds amazing. I think that the voice acting in this has been particularly amazing so far as well. Just everything. I love. Oh, I just noticed her little bandanas here. Not bandanas. Her bracelets, bands. What would they be called? Armbands. Is that what they're called? I don't know. But yeah, just noticed them there.
Oh, hello. We didn't get a chance to introduce ourselves before. My name is ELORA.
Hi. I'm Spyro. What are you, some kind of goat?
I'm a fawn, you dork.
Now that's just the best line in, like, we know that's the best line in the video, which hence why it's got the title. And Spyro's kind of got his little some people were kind of complaining Spyro's not been sassy enough, but I feel that that was a little bit of sass. Like, what are you? Are you a goat? Like, just kind of looking at her legs, like, what are you? What are you? I love how Spyro looks as well in this cutscene. Like, I think he looks fantastic. It reminds me of A Hero's Tale somewhat. I feel like that yeah, it just reminds me of A Hero's Tale, and I'm not sure why, but I think it just looks absolutely fantastic.
Oh, sorry.
Did you meet the gem cutters in Glimmer?
Yeah, they gave me a souvenir too.
Also, I do believe Tom... Sorry, I've paused it in the middle of... but look how Spyro is posing there. That's just fantastic. Like, just like every time I've paused it, it's still been pretty stellar. It's not really been like, you know, kind of wavy sort of motion sort of stuck, if you know what I mean. I can't think of what it would be called, but you know when something's moving and it kind of you pause it whilst it's moving, and then you just get that kind of effect. I've noticed that I haven't really got that effect on here much, but yeah, I believe Tom Kenny has returned. I'm pretty sure Tom Kenny's returned. I'm sure that was announced a while ago, to do the voice of all three Spyros, and I think he's done a fantastic job. I love Tom Kenny. If you don't know, he's the voice of SpongeBob. Like, that's probably his biggest role he's done, but he's voiced a lot of different things. He voiced Spyro for Spyro 2 and Spyro 3. Spyro 1, I'm not sure who voiced it, but I'm pretty sure Tom Kenny's taken over the role for all three of the first ones.
They called it a talisman.
They gave you a talisman?
What, is it special?
Also, something I've just noticed, like Spyro's fangs here as well. That's just a little tiny detail that I didn't notice before. But the fact that he's got like the two kind of canine teeth there as well, I think that that's kind of cool.
I just stuck it in the guidebook you gave me.
Well, there are 14 talismans in Avalar, and they are all magical.
I think ELORA just, yeah, it's like...
collect enough of them, they can be used to defeat Ripto.
And here we have Hunter. Hunter looks... Okay, I've got to talk about this a little bit. I'm obviously doing a separate video for Hunter, but I think he looks fantastic as well. Like, he's naked. He's naked, as we kind of expected. But he's wearing kind of this... He's got like a armband on this arm, and then he's got like the another band here, and he's got the... I don't know, a sash or something. I don't know whether that's to hold a quiver or something, because obviously he does... he's like an archer, that's what it's called. He's an archer in another one. But yeah, I think he looks kind of great here. He looks more gawky and dorky than because I think if you watch my Sunny Villa one, I was very like, he seems very like, "Sir, dude, right on." That's how I kind of felt he was. But here, he definitely looks more original Hunter. He definitely looks more original Hunter. I really think that the actual like movements of the characters as well, the body language the characters are giving off in the scenes, I think that that's fantastic as well. That's kind of how they would be talking in real life, which I think is a really nice touch to have. I'm just going to go back a couple of seconds and...
Hunter, where have you been?
Oh, I got a little lost.
See, that's just Hunter in general. That is Hunter, and I think that just the way he kind of talked there as well is very different to how he was talking in Sunnyville. So I think they've kind of given him the different personalities. So here he is. There's the motion effect that I was talking about with the arm here, where he's moving the arm. I haven't seen that too much in the video, but just the way that he is kind of moving and stuff, and the way he looks. He's very much kind of more dorky and kind of clumsy and stupid, if you know what I mean, because that's just how Hunter was in Spyro 2. And then I think Spyro 3 is particularly when we're going to see him in the skate park. I think we're going to see that kind of different personality. So I think that's going to be a thing, but I'll cover it more in the separate Hunter video. Yeah, so that is actually it, because this just comes to the Reignited Trilogy there. Thank you so much for watching this. If you have, if you have liked this, please do like, subscribe, and comment. Let me know if you're down in the comment section below. I know this has been a bit more in depth, a bit more going through my thoughts on everything, but I think this is looking absolutely amazing now. I hope that all the cutscenes are going to be looking like this. I really, really am so excited to play these games. I'm more hyped now because I'm not as hyped about Spyro 1, because I've never really been the huge carer of Spyro 1, but Spyro 2 and Spyro 3 are my jams. And now that we've seen that, that just really pushed me over the edge. I'm just like, I want to play it now. Please give it to me. But obviously we do have to wait till November, which, you know, I just want to try and help build that hype constantly. I'm going to be producing so much Spyro content, just trying to keep that hype there. And as I said, I'm going to be streaming the original 3 Spyro games very close to the release. So probably late October I'll start doing that, just to have it done in time for November. But that is all. Please like, subscribe, and comment, as I said, and I will see you soon.